I'm Max Jackman, and here is my speech. The chief business of the American people is business. They are profoundly concerned with producing, buying, selling, investing, and prospering in the world. This quote, said by Calvin Coolidge in a 1925 address, shows his support of U.S. business and commerce. Today, a new resolution has been proposed that threatens to stifle this free market. It hurts the private sector and would skyrocket prices for American consumers. That proposition is a significant tariff on imported goods from Mexico is a good policy for the U.S. economy. Today, I argue that the United States should hold no tariffs against Mexico. I do this by advocating for optimizing the free market system of international trade. So let's start with what a free market is. One definition is that the free market refers to an economy where the government imposes few or no restrictions on buyers and sellers. These markets work when people are free to buy and sell at whatever price they want. Market forces of supply and demand dictate and balance the price of things when businesses adjust them. I will now describe the three main benefits that increased efficiency produces. Increased efficiency can be defined as making more things for less money. The first is competition. A tariff's main goal is to reduce competition of foreign markets to help domestic companies. But in order for market forces of supply and demand to work, as I outlined above, you need competition. More competition forces firms to be more productive and produce things at lower costs. Otherwise, they lose money. A free market with no tariffs encourages competition rather than stifling it. This makes sense even when looking at, say, a sports team. Everyone knows that increased competition makes athletes perform better. NAFTA is also a good example because it mainly cut tariffs with Mexico. The Congressional Research Service in 2017 found that after NAFTA, U.S. imports from Mexico increased a whopping 637%. Additionally, the Council of Foreign Relations found in 2017 that NAFTA positively impacted the U.S. GDP by $80 billion. These benefits of increased trading capital will continue to be reinvested into companies to create more benefits. The second is economies of scale. This advantage also comes in the economies of scale, as Amadeo of the Balance in 2017 found that research shows manufacturing costs can fall by 70 to 90% every time a business doubles its output. This mass production can be done more effectively with larger markets and more consumers across borders. The Journal of International Economists in 1999 empirically linked cuts in tariffs to an increase in mass production. Third is labor markets. Another advantage comes from different labor laws across countries. Because labor in Mexico costs less, certain jobs are better done over there. The World Bank data indicates that labor can be done as much as 6 times cheaper. Their country can cheaply manufacture different items and increase efficiency. Therefore, we should let them do it. To those who fear that we're losing jobs to Mexico, the answer is we create more higher skilled positions domestically. The Journal of Economic Perspectives in 2014 empirically found that, quote, high-value jobs will arise for any workers displaced by outsourcing, and that outsourcing merely offers America a transition to higher-valued jobs, end quote. This was further confirmed by Michael Boussoir in 2014, who found that when Delta outsourced 1,000 jobs, they created $25 million and were able to finance an additional 1,200 new domestic jobs. Thus, a sufficient reason not to increase tariffs is because it allows us to transition to higher skilled, higher waged, and higher valued jobs. The terminated impact is prices and quality of goods. When you implement a tariff, you by definition increase prices for consumers. By raising prices of foreign companies, other firms can raise prices as well to make more money. Corden in 1974 found in the Canadian Journal of Economics that tariffs, by raising the domestic price, allowed domestic goods of inferior quality to compete with foreign goods of superior quality. The Congressional Research Service in 2017 also found that a reduction in tariffs in a significant sector not only affects prices in that sector, but also in industries that produce intermediate outputs from that sector. This means that tariffs significantly affect prices for all consumers. All goods will be affected because companies use each other's products. Any singular tariff on a general market affects prices in that market and also connected markets, which, when talking about commodities, is basically everything. In conclusion, in order to optimize the free market efficiency, we must not have any tariffs on Mexico. By having no tariffs and letting the free market work, we can increase competition, force companies to be more efficient, use economies of scale, transition to higher value jobs, and keep prices low for all consumers. So, in order to help businesses and consumers thrive worldwide, as Coolidge wanted, we must negate the resolution and not have any tariffs on Mexico. Thank you.